are you? Wanted to go for a quick ride today because it's been getting warmer and warmer. This is like kind of peak riding. When it's not too warm, not too hot, it's just about in the 60s. It's a little windy, but you know, whatever. You can't be absolutely perfect all the time. But I was watching a GCN video the other day, Global Cycling Network, because I'm also a cycling nerd on top of being a motorcycle nerd. And the video was talking about road work and how, not just road work, but expanding the road infrastructure, and how it's kind of a sort of a futile effort, right? Because we've known, and this has been proven scientifically, right, that expanding the roads doesn't actually achieve the result of alleviating traffic, because all it does is just create more traffic. You create a bigger roadway, so more cars will go down there, and the traffic issue remains the same, which is just insane, right? So creating more roads isn't an actual solution to the traffic problem. And it kind of made me think about stuff that I had going on locally, because we just had a road infrastructure project happen right where, you know, right around where I am. And you could see this in person, which just drives me insane. They've spent tens of billions of dollars. I'm gonna have to look up how much this infrastructure project cost. Knowing anything in New York, it's a bare minimum 30, 40, 50 million dollars, right? And it hasn't achieved the result that they're looking for. Essentially what was going on is, right now we're in a 3-lane portion of the Belt Parkway, and the exit off the Verrazzano Bridge from Staten Island is coming up. What's going to happen is this road's going to go down to 2 lanes, and then there you go. You could already see it happening. So the road project was meant to exactly combat this traffic right here, because this is going to go down to 2 lanes. The exit off the Verrazzano Bridge used to be 2 lanes, and there would be 1 lane in the middle that will be a zipper merge, right? They've taken away the zipper merge, expanded the road on the other side to be 2 lanes and 2 lanes, with the merge taking place much further down, not right off the exit. I guess in hopes of alleviating this traffic, because this traffic is literally here for no other reason than just the exit off the Verrazzano. Yeah, this drives me insane. What happens is people will pour over into this lane, into the right lane, which is just the exit lane, and let me see if we could catch some of this behavior in action. You gotta see this. This is just insane. We're gonna wait until the very last minute to merge. Like, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do the same thing to kind of showcase this. Look, this is insane. Yeah, there's cops behind us, so not gonna do that, but this is just wild. Absolutely wild. Look at the cops. Look at the freaking cops. The cops were doing exactly what I was just talking about. Oh my god, you big time jerks. Yeah, they basically went down the They went down the zebra median to beat the traffic. That's wild. I didn't expect that to catch that from the cops. But the issue is a little bit further down, and we're gonna hop back on the highway to show you the rest of it, because it's worth seeing. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. It's getting a little toasty, so I'm gonna open up the visor for a minute. I mean, look, like, if we can't even figure out how a fucking turn works, you know that there's issues with the merge down there. 2 people were trying to make the turn at the same exact time. What are you doing, brother? What are you doing? What are you doing? OMG. Anyway, let's make this turn here. And we're gonna pop a quick little U-ey like everybody else. Boop. Now we're gonna hop back on the highway to see the extent of this problem, because you gotta see the rest. That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is what the cops they took that lane right there. Oh, there's somebody else going down that lane, because why not? Not a lane, rather, but that zebra portion of the road. But okay, let's get back to it. So we had that 3-lane squished down to a 2-lane. There used to be a zebra merge right up, not a zebra, sorry, a zipper merge right up ahead for this lane right here coming off of Staten Island. But that's not the case anymore. That's not the case anymore. They gave them 2 dedicated lanes to get off the bridge, and still there's traffic. Look at this guy. That, like, adding an extra 2 lanes here didn't do anything. Literally anything. But check this out, it gets better. So what they've done is there's now an exit. This is a brand new exit. This is a brand new exit, and look at what people are doing. They're going to drive in the exit lane. until obviously the very end, and then try to merge. That's part of what's creating traffic now. Yeah, like this genius. Absolutely. You're a freaking genius, sir. But it gets better. Look, 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 look. Let's catch up to that Beamer. You'll see what I mean. This is like a rest area, right? Look at what this guy is doing. Because there's traffic here, we're going to take the rest area off-road. We're going to go all the way down to this new exit. And he was thinking he's super clever. He wanted to beat all of that traffic. Unfortunately, the on-ramp is a little bit busy, and also it's a roundabout. Shock horror, right? We don't do, no, United States doesn't do roundabouts. We don't know what to do with that. Are you crazy? Who designed that? I'm being sarcastic here because roundabouts are obviously the easiest thing in the world, but and the rest of the world seem to have figured it out, but come on. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Right, exactly what I thought. We weren't gonna exit off the f***ing highway. We just wanted to cut the traffic. And we did that by going to the off-ramp? This is just like the mental gymnastics that some people perform are just wild. Just wild. I mean, obviously, like, this isn't the only person to do this. This has kind of become the norm for this entrance. I cannot make this up. This is just wild. So that's one way, right? We're gonna do a quick little jaunt going the other way too. I hope he saw that I have a camera. He's gonna be YouTube famous soon. And we're gonna go down a little bit and switch to the other side of the highway, because the other way, going towards the bridge and getting on the bridge, it's a little bit better, but it's also such a shit show. And who comes up with this? So instead of maybe, like, this is premium awesome waterfront, instead of expanding the waterfront, they put on another lane of the highway, which hasn't solved anything. Look at this freaking guy on the road. Like, what is going on, New York? Get your shit together! My dude was just trying to cross the highway. Like, brother, that's not okay. My friend over there with the open window thinks he has the reflexes of, I don't know, some lightning reflexes. He decides that tailgating's just right for him. We want to stay exactly like 3 feet from the bumper of the car ahead. Well, whatever. That's everyday stuff. Alright, so let's do a quick little U-ey. Whoa! Uh-oh. Missed that. That's not good. Just a piece of wood on the road. I think that was a piece of wood. That wasn't good. Dang, didn't make this light. That's alright though. We're not in a hurry. And all of this traffic, by the way, is just people trying to get onto the Staten Island Bridge, the Verrazzano Bridge. And we're like miles away from the bridge, like two or even 3 exits. Let's scoot over. what I'll do is I kind of want to leave this whole stretch of traffic in, so I might fast forward this a little bit, just so you kind of can see the extent of this. So we're getting a little bit closer to where they've done the work on this, right? So you can see that there's 3 lanes. The right 2 lanes are going to be going, or used to go to the entrance of the bridge, and the left lane was a through lane, right? Through lane is a very, very mysterious concept to people, because they'll hang out in the through lane and then try to merge onto to the right at the last possible seconds, just because people. They've added an additional lane here. So this was a through lane before, now it's an even more through lane. But what do you think people still do? People still try to merge right at the last possible second. Yeah, there you go. Ah, at least he didn't go to the bridge though. Okay, fine. I'll allow it. It wasn't as horrendous. It wasn't as horrendous as going that way. Because that was just, oh my god. Look at all that traffic. For literally, yeah, I mean, you've seen, I drove all the way through. You saw that there was zero reason for this traffic. The lanes don't merge until much further. Like, all you have to do is just drive straight. I just can't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're in such a hurry. Where are we going? Where are we going, lady? Oh no. So yeah, this started as just hey, checking out somebody else's video made me think about road work and kind of how inefficient and silly it is. Hopefully you've enjoyed my little mini rant about New York traffic and just everyday life. If you did, subscribe, leave a comment below, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!